Hi, it's Beth with Instructional Tech, and I'm going to show you the ins and outs of Microsoft Translate. Move over, Google. There's a new translation app in town. Here are my top 3 reasons why I love Microsoft Translate. First, it has so many dialects, our students wouldn't be restricted to just Spanish. Second, all of the translations except for the camera provides both original text and the translation. This encourages our students to stay in the original text while letting them learn in their own language. Third, when students enter the conversation session, they pick their own language, which means no matter what the languages our students speak, all of them have their own translated conversation. Let's go over the ins and outs. First, you need to open the Microsoft Translator app, which looks like this. If you don't have it, you can get it from the App Store or for our Elkhart teachers in self-service. I'm going to go over the 3 different translation options. Then we will look at the conversation mode. First, let's look at translating with the camera. Click the camera icon down on the left. This will bring up your device's camera. Now, just point it at any image with text like so. It will translate the text, and you can zoom in and out on the image, and it does a really good job at staying sharp so the text isn't blurry. Another nice feature with this app is it saves images and translated text in the space here. You can go in your past images, favorite them, or delete them. You can also copy text from them. I'm going to show you how you can see your favorites later in the video. You can also translate by speaking. You can see down here how it's listening to me and providing the translation right next to each other. When it's done, you can click the play button for it to speak to you.
Las plantas, las algas y algunos otros tipos de bacterias utilizan.
You can also click the original text and have it speak to you too.
Plants, algae, and some other types of.
If you want to change the dialect spoken, just click this box down here and choose the dialect of your choice. Each one has 2 different tones you can choose from. Let's listen.
Las plantas, las algas y algunos otros tipos de bacterias utilizan.
Lastly, you can type out phrases to be translated. You're going to click this button and it will bring your keyboard up and type away. Similar to the spoken text, you can have it speak the words out. Now let's go over some other features. I'm going to show you how to get to your favorites and the Passbook option. Click these 3 lines on the top left. Here are your favorites and the Passbook. Your favorites are the translations that you star, and the Passbook are common phrases that are helpful. Now let's go over conversation mode, which is my favorite part of Microsoft Translate. So, on your teacher device, you're going to click this icon on the top right. I'm going to enlarge it so you can clearly see what it looks like. This is on the home page, and you would click this icon and it would take you right to the conversation page. Once you're on the conversation page, you're going to start the conversation. Now this is really important. You're going to click this icon right away at the bottom. Let's make it bigger so we can see. This prevents students from being able to talk in your session without permission. It's called the presenter mode. Now clicking the microphone will turn dictation on and off, and it will allow you to listen and stop listening to you. You can also type whatever you want translated by clicking this button right here. Now let's look at how a student would log in. This is what a student device would look like. They're going to click on the top right, those 3 green bars that we already went over, and it's going to let them go to the conversation. If this is their first time logging in, it will prompt them to write their name and their language. You can see here there are a lot of different languages to choose from and so many different dialects. Let's pick the Mexican dialect. They write their name, and once they're good, they hit done, and you can see there's 3 ways to join. It's going to prompt for Bluetooth because anytime a student's using this, it's going to pick up sessions that are open. We are just going to join the open session, but this is important that you always have presenter mode turned on so random kids don't join and start talking in your open session. You can see how the teacher device is listening to the words, and on the student device it's being translated live. The translation is whatever the student chose, so you don't have to change any setting on your end. And again, both the translated and original text is present. And since you're in presenter mode, the student cannot talk. You can see the button is grayed out and they can't use it. You can type out directions or copy and paste the directions you probably already have in Canvas. If a student has a question, we can turn the presenter off. And now the student can ask their question in their own language and it will translate on our end. The student can also type out questions or answers as long as the presenter mode is turned off. If you want to change a student's language preference, you would go into the conversation mode. Then click the 3 lines at the top left, and there you can change their name, language setting, and if you want it to auto-speak for them, which is another amazing feature. To end the session, you click the arrow at the top left. You can go back to any of the transcripts, so if I'm a student and a teacher read a portion of the book and I have it translated on my end, I can then download that transcript by clicking the Share button on the top right. Hopefully you just saw some amazing things this app does and how it's so easy to use and it helps with our language barriers that we might have in our classroom. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.